Welcome to another episode of Coffee with Alissa. Today we continue the real estate investment series and we'll be discussing a housing update with Kelly Hanna Riley. So first question I think that's on everybody's mind is, during the pandemic, we saw the housing market skyrocket. People were paying just ridiculous amounts for houses and they were flying off the market. Can you explain some of the factors that contributed to this?
Yeah, I think we would say sort of a combustion of things. When the pandemic hit, I don't think anyone anticipated the housing market to do what it did. But really what was happening was we found people down in our downtown areas really wanted land. We found people decided they like working from home for the most part. They maybe want 2 offices for 2 adults living in the home. They wanted pools, they want swimming pools, they wanted basketball courts, they wanted space to be at home and enjoy their homes. And that's really where the pent up change came from. So it was an interesting time for sure. And I think that really contributes to a lot. People, they changed the way they wanted to live.
And because of that, they were willing to pay more for what they were
willing to pay more, right?
So with rates rising over the last time period, we've seen some regulation in the pricing in the housing market. Have we gotten back to what we would call normal?
Say that the rates right now are actually really good. We were just so spoiled. I mean, never in the history of time has there been rates at 2%, never, ever. So I think normal is where we're coming to, we're sort of normalizing and the equilibrium isn't so off one way or the other. And we're going to start to see, hopefully, that, all across everywhere. And we need inventory. We need listings. We need people to not be afraid to list their homes.
So if we shift back to COVID questions, I can't help but think that a lot of people purchased homes that maybe they really couldn't afford because they were spending, such a high amount to get the homes that they wanted. So at the end of stimulus payments and student loan payments potentially restarting at some point this year, we still have a lot of people that are choosing to be out of the traditional workforce, so they're not receiving a regular paycheck. Rates are still rising. What do you anticipate happening to real estate over the next few years?
Yeah, I think the thing is the people that bought houses in the last couple of years really can't afford them because the rates were so low. So, I mean, they're not struggling in that sense, even though, like you said, all of those things, the stimulus, everything, their rates were really low. So they may have paid more for the house, but the rates are so low that their payment every month is much more acceptable. I mean, I think that we're going to wait and see here, but I don't think rates are going to continue to rise significantly. We don't have control over it, of course, but we don't see it so significant as it's been in the last year. It's been rising pretty big jumps. Some interesting things we've found is that, cash buyers are really big right now. So I think it's just going to sort of even itself out. I think as more empty nesters sort of start to find product, which is a problem, at least in this area and everywhere actually in the country, is finding, affordable one level living. But I think if we can continue to build those and continue to make those available, that of course opens up their homes that they're selling, which opens up, the next home down, which opens up first time home buyer, and everybody sort of can just move, trajectory can move up.